With that, I think I'd like to welcome all four speakers to turn their cameras back on, and we'll get a quick little discussion going here. And I wanted to thank all four of you again for joining us and participating today. It's great to hear from your perspective. So one question we would like to ask is, from your perspective, from your position, what do you consider to be the most exciting opportunity that's coming up as we look at exploring the moon, landing astronauts in the South Polar region? And that could be from the perspective of orbit. I know we have CLIPS landings that are occurring globally. We're talking about landing astronauts in the South Pole. So from your directorate or your position, what is the most exciting opportunity you see coming up? And I guess we'll start with Kate. We'll just go in order of the presenters.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Others have probably thought more about this, but I think again, there's a lot we can learn about. I would say just the moon itself, but as someone that's focused a lot on Earth, I think a lot of what we do here, we can also has implications for Earth. So how do you survive in extreme environments? What can we learn about that? And some of the technologies and sort of methodologies that are used in studying the moon, I think, have really interesting breadth that could be applied in other areas.
Thanks, Kate. And Thomas, what do you think?
Well, look, I mean, I think it depends on the time scale. I think on the shortest time scale, really focusing any and all of the opportunities, whether it's in orbit or CLIPS or eventually Viper, kind of measurements on the volatiles. I think it's in terms of science breakthroughs, one of the top opportunities. Of course, that gets capped off with samples returned by humans during their walks. So for me, it's that opportunity which has multi facets. If you looked at the broader time scale, let's call it 10 years, I think the opportunity really comes from novel ways of utilizing, or combining human exploration and robotic exploration. I think frankly, I hung out at Johnson last week, and the one thing I walked back from is like, from that meeting, it's just like, wow, we have not even started thinking about this the right way. We think of this with astronauts with sticks, like just our good Apollo, heroes, and like what is actually possible. And I just don't think we've just started. That's why I think it's even with where we are, it's a huge opportunity. I think by doing that the right way, it's a ginormous opportunity. We need to get started.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Really, really good words. Kathy, what do you think is the most exciting opportunity?
So I'm going to answer it in two ways, one for my position and then one for me personally. I'd say for the thing that is most exciting for me right now in terms of the position I'm in is just the amount of collaboration that we are doing for this time when we're going to the moon. When we did this before, it was us against them to some degree. This time when we're going with industry partners, with international partners. We're taking a more comprehensive approach to lunar exploration. We're not just going to plant the flag and to say we beat somebody. We're going there because we want to do the science and do the research and actually explore the lunar environment. And to me, that's what's really exciting about this opportunity that we have right now. But then personally, what's most exciting to me, especially about Artemis, is that we're going to see the first female and the first person of color on the surface.
Yeah, great, Kathy. Great. Those are good words. And Walt, you showed us a number of opportunities coming up for STMD. So, just looking forward, what do you see as the exciting opportunity from your perspective as we develop Artemis and overall lunar exploration plans?
I think, I mean, it is not too much further forward that we have to look, because in just a few short months, we are going to have what is going to be a very steady cadence of robotic CLIPS missions, like Thomas mentioned, Viper, and the Artemis, the human missions, right? Artemis 1 is launching, not with humans yet, but over the next couple of years, you are going to see a regular, steady cadence of missions to the moon. And I think the public is just going to eat that up. And every one of those missions is going to have opportunities for scientists and technologists and the public to engage. So we are at the precipice of a really exciting time.
All right, thanks, Walt. And there is a question in the chat about the currently planned timeline of the Artemis program. I think we're at our time limit here, and I think what we'll see is that that question will be addressed multiple times throughout multiple presentations over the next several hours. So with that, I really do want to thank all four of you for taking time to join us today. I know you're extremely busy getting all this going, getting us to the moon. So thank you for the work that you're all doing to support Artemis, lunar exploration in general. Look forward to hearing from you all again in the future. And again, thank you for your time.